Hey everyone, it's Mary here. I was having some conversations and some thoughts, and I just want to share with you a little analogy and talk about the redemptions primarily and the cost, and just I kind of know where everybody's head is and how you're thinking. But I want to share with you an analogy. You know, years ago when I was, gosh, in my 20s and 30s, we had three little girls, and we lived way up north BC. And my husband then was a traveling sales rep for General Electric. And so he would travel 2, 3 weeks. Sometimes it had to be 4 weeks a month. That was hard with three little kids. And so when he traveled, his expense, I think they gave him a float to start with, if I remember right. And then, of course, you played, then it became, greater. And so you're kind of out of pocket on expenses. And so when he would come back, he would take all his receipts, he would save his receipts, and he would turn them into the company. And, and then of course they would pay him his expense probably, I don't know, it could be 5 weeks later, it could be a month later, depending how long, he was away, for instance. So, I remember being in it was really tough times, and there wasn't a lot of money. It was month to month, and I remember the family allowance in Canada. We get a family allowance for children, and it was like, oh my gosh, if it was $100 a month, if it was that, that meant a lot. That $100, that's how tough it was, and um, I remember saying to him, now when are they going to pay you for that expense? Because we need it, right? And so we got bills to pay and children to feed and Christmas is coming and whatever it was. It was difficult. So um, they would pay him, and we had to be out of pocket until they paid him back, sort of thing. And so, I tell you that story to share it with you. And it wouldn't be great if you turn in those expenses as another little analogy and say it was $1,000 receipts and expenses and they paid him back double. Well, that would be pretty skookum, wouldn't it? Well, they didn't, of course. And most often they would question some of the receipts. But anyway, I say that because, look at Savion as a similar situation. Really all we have to do is pay $125 a month. You don't have to do a whole lot more. Just record your receipts, and at the end of the month, they're going to pay you another 115 back net. They're going to actually almost double your money. Uh, and and over the year, that's $1,350, $1,800 Canadian. I mean, that's not bad return. So it's not a bad thing. So show me where you can put that kind of money in your bank account or whatever, and they're going to give you double your money back at the end of the year. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. And you kind of have to kind of live on the edge a little bit, folks, and be patient, and so this is the same here. You've got to shop, you've got to travel your first 30 days and do your shopping because you don't have the receipts to turn in yet. So you do your shopping, you take your receipts at the end of the month, the first week after the end of the month, if you want to get paid quicker, right? I am sure he was the same. He probably had to get them in right away. But anyway, you turn them in right away, and then 4 weeks, basically 4 weeks later, once you get your receipts in, say on the 7th or whatever it is, 4 weeks later, maybe the week after the end of the month, you're going to get paid for them, right? Now, you've paid 125 and you paid 125 and you might end up paying another 125, but you're going to get your money back. Okay? So, what you have to look at is the big picture. You have to look at the whole year because the first 9 weeks kind of feels like you're paying out and you're not getting back. But after that period, you're going to get it every 30 days because the second month you're going to do the same thing. You're going to shop, turn your receipts, and it's going to overlap. So it's only that first period that it seems a little hard. You're putting out more than you're getting back, and that doesn't feel so great. But take it to the positive. Just know every time you put a receipt in, that's $20, $15, $30 that's in your pocket. It's in the bank. Just look at it as in the bank growing. That's the way to look at it. Because at the end of the year, you're going to double what your expense was. Okay? So, I've got a bar of silver. I bought a brick of silver years ago and I paid $4,800 for it. And this thing is sitting in my safety deposit box at the bank for all these years, probably 10, 12 years, I think. And it's sitting up there, and every time I go, my deposit box is way up high. And every time they go to bring it down, I swear I think they think I've got a gun in there or something. It's so heavy. And, that was $4,800 then. Today, that silver's worth about 2000 if it's worth 2000. And I don't know if it's going to grow before I die, but it doesn't matter. It's sitting there. It's not going to rot. It's just there. Maybe my kids will get it. Doesn't matter, right? It's not a big deal. it's I laugh at it actually. And I got a little gold up there. Same thing. It's sitting there growing. Eventually, it'll pay off. Or if I ever needed it, I can always use it, of course. Um, so I want you to try and look at the bigger picture and try and be patient and just know that that's the beginning. That's the way it is in the beginning. But look at it over the year. Like at the end of the year, you're going to look back and you're going to say, "Wow, wow, $1,800 Canadian. I got paid for my garbage." And that's your garbage they're paying you for. You guys were probably throwing those in the trash. Or maybe you're using them for your taxes. Well, you can still use them for your taxes. You can still write them off. And if you tell some people in this business, tell a few people, you're going to get all your money back, 3 people, and you can write that 125 off as a tax deduction. It's a cost of you doing your business. It's true. Your membership is your cost of doing business. If you didn't pay that, you would have nothing coming back, right? Okay, I just have to share that with you guys and just hang in there. With what we got coming, don't get frustrated the first 3 months. I tell people, just hang in for 3 months. If you pay say you pay $550 for 3 months, and I tell you at the end of the year, and you keep going, 125 months, you're going to get $1,800 back. Like, this is just math. Okay, and so I just want to share that with you, and I hope you guys can get it. And if you need me to talk to anybody or 3 ways, please by all means pick up the phone. I'll give you my cell phone. Text me first. Let me know. 250-667-0707. And guys, I'm here for you. I want you to have success. I want you to love this. And it's we got that app coming that's amazing. That app, you're going to be able to show people how much you've saved, and then you're going to be able to actually text them your analogy or a little thing that'll show you a little commercial of how you're doing. You can text them what you've saved. It's going to have. If you didn't watch the video, watch the video with Ryan Evans doing the recap the other night on it. I think it was around November 7th or something. In the new websites we have, the merchant acquisition, you guys, I'm telling you, you're on the tip of an iceberg here, and we're just, after Christmas, January 1st, you can just fly out the gate because you're going to have all these things. So stick with me. I promise you, stick with me. And yeah, so and happy Remembrance Day. It's Remembrance Day today. So I hope you guys have a good day, and talk to you soon. Bye.